Hi guys. I think we're live. Stop streaming and broadcast. Those are my options, so we must be live. Welcome to Genetics Creations. My name is Jen. This channel is going to be just dedicated towards all of my creations and teaching you all how to make them. Give me a second. I am still getting my chat up. Okay, perfect. So now, as you guys come in, I can see what's going on. So, hopefully you guys are having a great week. I am doing a butt ton, and yes, that is a word. I am doing a butt ton of market prep. I actually made these for a family member that was in the hospital, and they apparently were such a hit that now I am frantically trying to make as many as I can before Saturday, because I have an event Saturday. It is in Northern California. If you guys are in the area, you should hit up my Instagram and let me know, and I will let you know where to find me and all the goodness. But this is what's been going on in the background. So if you guys are also, I am been on TikTok a lot. So if you guys are on TikTok, make sure to check me out there. A lot of my behind the scenes live stuff, if you will, is now going there. I will keep teaching here. I am not going anywhere, and I'm going to keep teaching here every week, every Thursday. So if you're new here, that is why you want to subscribe. That is why you want to follow. These are free crochet classes. So welcome, welcome, welcome. In the description, we have quite a few things for you in the description. We have a free tool. Boom. That's what it looks like. So this is a free downloadable crochet tool. I made it because I know crocheters often don't know. Oh, this is a great time for my keyboard to stop working. Standby. Let me see, did that fix it? Nope, it didn't. Okay, that's cool. I can still manage. But anyway, this crochet tool, this is free. You guys can totally download it. You can print it off. It's going to help you, especially if you're a beginner. A lot of times you get into patterns and you start learning crochet and it sounds like a complete different language. So this is free for you guys. It has a ton of abbreviations, as you can see. The QR code takes you to my link tree that has all things Genetics Creations, everything from my email, my social media accounts, to my Etsy store. Again, I sell everything that I make on my Etsy shop. I also have crochet patterns, and I just released a new one. So if you guys are not following my Etsy shop and you dig patterns, you may want to be in there and you may want to follow it and take a look. So all of that is in the description, but it's also on the link tree, and all of that can be here in this free printable tool. As you can see, you have a lot of abbreviations. This helps you with all of the different language that crochet kind of comes with. We start sounding a little bit weird if you don't know what's going on, but like it'll just help. If you're playing around with patterns and you're new and you're overwhelmed, this will hopefully help make things simple. Also, did you know they make crochet diagrams? They do, and this is the basics of some of those stitches on how you can use them and whatnot. So today we are going to be playing with a diagram, so if you have never ever seen a diagram in action, today is a good day for you. It is a good day for you because you are going to be able to start learning the basics about crochet diagrams. Alright, give me a second here. Let's get that off the screen. I know I normally do a Color Street Nails of the Week because my other addiction is Color Street Nail Polish. But guys, life happened. Life be happening. And I didn't do my nails. So what I'm going to sit there and tell you guys is, if you haven't tried Color Street, I have literally destroyed my hands all week between dishes. And we did a whole burn day on Saturday. And so it was literally like a bonfire, and I was working it all day and stitching and everything. And my nails only have like one blemish there. I jammed this finger into the fridge, so that's the one blemish. Aside from that, my nail polish be looking on point. So we're going to use this as an opportunity to tell you why you should do Color Street. This has been 7 days. I did not refresh my nails. I normally am really picky about that, especially knowing I'm going to be in front of camera, but you guys are just going to get me in my hot mess, and it is what it is. So let's go ahead and start diving in. But yeah, if you have any questions about Color Street, the links are in the bio, and I do have my chat up, so I am down to answer any questions. Again, the chat is for you guys, so I want to make this class as interactive as possible because I know either A, classes are expensive, or B, the common thing that I hear a lot of students say is that they just wish they could ask questions. And that's why I'm here, is I'm hoping that you guys are able to ask questions and learn crochet, because it doesn't have to be scary. It can sound overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be scary. So that being said, I am not working with any notes today. I left them downstairs. I am a total amateur today, so you guys are getting me in all of my greatness. If I lose track of stuff and time and whatnot, I will probably just have myself to punish, but feel free to keep me on track or whatever. We're going to be playing with the Monstera Leaves, so we're going to be making this today. I have been turning these into bookmarks right now, but you guys could probably do a million other things with them. I anticipate possibly attaching some to some chopsticks by just working that here, and then I've seen people winding the yarn around the chopsticks, and then I'm assuming you either like secure with glue, or they have like the macrame where you can like you do like a loop-de-doop, and then you wrap it around, and then you insert it into the loop, and then you pull it tight. I think it's like a macrame knot. I love all of that terminology. I really hope that made you guys laugh, because there's a lot of interesting terminology going on in my head lately. But those are my thoughts with this. If you're just here and you're like, that was a lot, great. We're going to make bookmarks. We're going to make Monstera bookmarks, and it's going to be dope, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to learn how to do the crochet diagrams while we do it, because that is what I'm going to be using. And so it's a great opportunity for you guys to practice. So grab your scrap yarn. I am going to be using a 4-waisted weight basic yarn, Holy Label. Okay, if you guys are new to me, I get a lot of my yarn at estate sales or yard sales or on Facebook Marketplace. I pick up all the old crafters yarn that they no longer want or no longer have a need for, and I find a way to make stuff with them, which it's getting easier than I ever thought to find stuff. So this is what I'm using. It's just your typical 4. Grab whatever you got. I am rocking a J10 or a 6mm hook. So I use my Susan Bates hooks. I don't know why I'm showing you in this camera, because this camera is clearly going to be easier for you to see. I choose Susan Bates hooks. I have the link for these in the bio, I believe. Some of my links have been getting a little wonky, but I've been using the same hooks for years. I love Susan Bates. They are my favorite. I know a lot of other people will use a tapered hook. I have big versions. Well, I have small ones too, but they're easier to see. This is an example of a tapered hook, or the Boye, the B-O-Y-E. I have no idea if that's the way it's really pronounced. Those hooks are really popular as well. It's usually, these ones are the ones that you can usually find more often. However, I don't like the fact that I feel like I drop my yarn a lot with these. So I tend to get a better rhythm with Susan Bates, but I have been told that these are supposed to be more beginner friendly. I disagree personally, but I've been crocheting for so long that maybe there's something I don't know that beginners struggle with. So there you have it. You have the information. Do with that what you will. Okay, so guys, I'm going to be teaching this as if you've never read a diagram before. So if you're a beginner, great. I try to adapt everything so that all levels can really join in. If that's something you've been struggling to find, great news. Subscribe, stay here, and all of my classes do get dropped in the Get Hooked playlist on YouTube. So you will find all of that in the description, and feel free to catch up and learn all things yarn. Now this diagram, while I love it, it had a few issues, and I'm gonna kind of like map them out. One, I did not see a starting point. I found this image on Pinterest, so you know, it is what it is when you aren't paying for things. I'm definitely not gonna complain. And this was just a random image on Pinterest, and I printed it off, and we're rocking with it. So after combining it with a few different videos that I saw going around, I have found the starting point, which is here. So normally when you get a diagram, you have someone like me writing it in with a pen that doesn't want to work. But you'll have like a starting point, and I think it's usually listed with an arrow or something, but you'll see it kind of stand out. This pattern lacked it, so we're going to draw it in there for today so that you guys can actually see kind of what it would really look like. And this is me being a little bit picky. Most diagrams will not always give you a direction as to where you're going, but I would have liked to have seen like an arrow like this and kind of something like this. And when we get there, you'll see why, because you're going to be going here, you're going to wrap around here, then we're going to go here, and then we're going to go back and forth. And it's going to go And it sounds scary, but I promise you guys, we're going to go slow and it's going to be easy-ish. It's going to be easy-ish. It's going to be easier than what I went through trying to figure it out when I didn't have that instructions. And guys, if you are interested in getting to know more about this pattern, I've been requested to make a pattern of this because I actually combined like 3 different patterns to make it. I am going to be working on it in the background. It comes with the pot and everything, but this is probably going to end up being on my Etsy shop. So definitely check it out. But also, again, TikTok. I'm literally crocheting these live on TikTok. You guys can come join me. You guys can crochet along and you can learn it for free. I've just been, every time I'm stitching, I'm trying to get on there just because I've really been finding a lot of other awesome stitch and fiber artists and whatnot over there as well. So just increasing my audience, trying to get out there more, doing all the good business stuff. But let's start diving in. Okay. I have no questions in the chat. Again, it's there. I have it up in front and going so I can totally see anything that you guys have, if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, feel free to let me know where you're joining me from. I know I'm in California, but I know sometimes I find some people in other states and everything. I'd love to know how you guys are doing. All right, now, crochet diagram time. We are here. And if you guys want to take a screenshot, and let me see if I can make sure it's all focused. Sometimes that'll help. So when you guys leave and you go and practice this on your own, you can take your screenshot. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we already talked about we're going to start here. Here's how we're reading it. These circles are a symbol for a chain, and if you don't know that, again, the crochet diagram that I give you guys, print it off, hold it with you. It has a lot of these symbols in there. So what do we need to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm jumping a little bit ahead. Then it says single crochet, and that T is the symbol for a half double crochet. So for starters, we're going to be chaining 11. So let's go ahead and grab our hooks. You're going to be starting with just a normal slip knot. This is a bookmark, so make it a long tail. You want it to like be the length of at least a book. So what is that, like, I don't know, 1.5 feet? If I had a book, I have a notebook, look at this. So you want it to kind of be the size of your notebook, so that, because this is going to be the tail that goes in between the pages. So then you're going to come up here, and I just go around and wrap it over. So some people will also just say, oh, twist. And there you go. Whatever's easier for you. And I'm going to move this down a little bit because YouTube, the camera, is a little bit further away. The zoom is different than TikTok, so I've got to adjust. And my settings, I'm still learning them. Okay, so hopefully you guys left your long tail. And now we are going to do our slip knot. I'm not doing a magic ring, so you can pull that tight. And now we're going to chain 11. Da, 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 da. If you haven't done a chain before, let's watch. We'll go slow, but yarn over, and you're pulling through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fixing the camera again, I swear, hopefully for the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So, what comes next? Now, we're going to, we did the 10, we did that one, which was the 11th chain. Now, we're going to single crochet. The X is a single crochet, and a T, which is a half double crochet. I've also seen it sometimes be a double crochet, but just for this purpose, and especially since I've already tested it with a half double crochet, we're doing a half double crochet. But I'm just letting you know, that sometimes happens. So single crochet, double crochet, then this is where it starts looking weird and why I wish they did the arrow. Before we go into this one, we're going to be chaining 2. And then we're going to go here and work a single crochet. So that's how to read that. So we're going to go like this. So now let's do it together. Hey, so glad I made it over here. Hi, Nikki! Yes! I'm glad you made it over here too. Welcome to the madness. All right, so did you just join? Did you miss? You might have just joined. So make sure you chain 11. Chain 11. And then what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet into that second one. If I have time, I'll even restart and we'll make maybe 2 leaves. Just kind of depends on how quick this goes. So chain 11. In the second one, we're going to work a single crochet, which is just insert the hook, pull up 1, yarn over, pull up 2. And then we're going back in with a half double crochet, which is just yarn over, then insert the hook, pull up 1, and pull up all 3. So that's a half double crochet. Now, like I said, going back to the diagram, and Nikki, you may want to take a screenshot because if you want to practice this after, I know you're new to patterns, but yeah, take a screenshot. 3, it might be blurry, sorry, 3, 2, 1, burp. Okay, so now what we've just done, here's the chain 11, here's the single crochet, here's the half double crochet, and we're going to chain 2, and then go here, and we're going to single crochet into the next 2 chains. So that's how you're reading that, but now here's how you do it. Okay, so 1, 2, and we're going to go single crochet into the very next chain. So go right into there, single crochet, and go right over here, single crochet. Alright, so now what do we do from there? We're here, we've just worked those 2 single crochets, and again, this is where if I were writing the pattern, and this is why some patterns can get kind of hard to read, it'd be nice if there were some arrows kind of prepping us, like after you go here, you're gonna then go up. Now, I don't know why, I've never written a diagram, I don't know why some patterns will do that and some will not. I don't know if it's a stylistic thing or what, to be honest with you. When it comes to diagrams, I'm pretty self-taught, but I would like to have seen some kind of directional arrows along the way just to help. Oh my god, I had to grab the one pen that does not want to work. Okay, but just to have us go back and forth and know which direction we're supposed to be going. But the great news is you have me. I've already made 3. I already know what we're going to be doing. So we now, take a sip of water, Jen. Okay, so we've done single crochet, single crochet. Now we're going to work back this way, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to be joining it right here. That's what that little dot means. I hope you can see it. There's a small little period. It's a dot. That is a slip stitch. But I'm not going to be doing a slip stitch. I'll show you a different way to actually connect it that I feel like is a little bit cleaner. Alright, I'm doing really good at my water today. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah! Okay, so we've single crocheted. Now we're going to do those 4 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this is where it gets scary. You're going to take that off the hook. What? I know. It's okay. Don't pull that tight though. Here's how we're going to join it. If this is too scary for you, you can totally replace this step with a slip stitch into the same stitch, but I promise you it's worth it. Try it. It's a new technique. The slip stitch is supposed to join right above the half double crochet. It's actually where you see this little peak. It's this stitch right here. So I'm going to be inserting my hook into that stitch right there, making sure you guys can see it so you can make sure, and then we're going to pull that through. So insert the hook, grab those 2 loops, go grab your chain, and pull your chain through. Oh, I'm sorry, my hands kind of dropped a little, so I'll re-demonstrate that a little bit, nice and in front of the camera, like I know what I'm doing. Haha! Joke's on you guys, I don't. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so put your hook there, grab the chain that we dropped, and pull it through. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to continue with the back side, this second row, and into this chain 4 space, which is how it would be called if it was written out as a pattern. It would call this gap, this hole, is your chain 4 space. Into that, we're going to work 2 half double crochets, followed by 1, 2, 3 single crochets. And then there's nothing there, but what we're going to start doing from there is going back into the chain for 2 more single crochets. Alright, that was a lot, Jen. You're right, that's why we're going to move slow here. So we've just done that slip stitch. You're going to chain 1 for space, and now 2 half double crochets. Yarn over, there's the chain 4 space, it's the big gap right there. And pull up 1, and then yarn over, pull up all 3. That's 1 half double and 2 half double. And now we've got 3 single crochets. So, same spot, 1, 2, and 3. Yay! I love this. Okay. Into the next chain. So we're going back. And I mean, you should be able to kind of see the two matching up. So we're going to go into the chain, into that next space right there, and into that next space right there. So we're 2 single crochets. And again, guys, if you guys have any questions at all, use the chat. I will be happy to re-demonstrate, and if you guys are watching this after this class is live, please continue to put your questions in the comments. I do personally respond to every single one, so I will be happy to continue to help you guys out even if this class has already ended. So we've just done that. We've done 2 more single crochets, and now we're going back this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then it looks like we are slip stitching or doing the same drop stitch connection method. I don't know if that's the technical term. This is totally me making up words right now. So guys, please be nice. But we're going to be going right into that single crochet right there. So I'll walk you guys through that. Okay, so chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't pull the yarn tight because we're going to take our hook off and we're not going to scream. We're not going to freak out. And I'm looking for the first single crochet. How can I tell it's a single crochet? This one has a little horizontal bar below what we call is the braid. These 2 loops on top are the braid, or a chain on top. There's a little horizontal bar right there. That is what a half double crochet looks like. This one has a little bit more pronounced of a bar because it's a double crochet. If that scares you and you're like, I don't see the bar, maybe you have white yarn, maybe you have black yarn, and you're like, I'm losing my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the 4th stitch should be where you're aiming. Go ahead and put your hook there, and we're going to grab our chain and we're going to pull it through. Oh! And if you did what I did, you're going to pull it tight again. Perfect. So now, done that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we're on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Chain 1, 2 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 double crochets, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5. 5 double crochets, half double, 3 singles. 3 X's is the 3 singles. I know that's a lot. You're not going to memorize it. I'm going to walk you through it. So, everyone take a deep breath, take a sip of water, and here we go. Chain 1. Where am I? All right, chain 1, boom, and then 1 half double crochet, so yarn over, into the chain 5 space we go, pull up 1, yarn over, and pull up 3, boom. And then we're going to work 5 double crochets. Sometimes when I'm not getting a step in a written pattern, I draw a diagram to help me understand. Ah, Lorraine, yes! Then this should be easy for you. Shoot, if you got any pointers, let me know. But yeah, I have started doing that as my notes when I write a pattern. Alright, so we're doing 5 double crochets. Double crochets are set up just like the half doubles. It's just how we come up that's different. So yarn over, into the chain 5 space we go, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull up 2, yarn over, pull up 2. That was 1 double crochet. And here is our second. Hi Lorraine, by the way, good to see you this week. Going back in for the third, 4, and 5. Now we're going to work that half double. So yarn over, going into the chain 5 space, pull up 1, and pull up 3. Then we need 3 single crochets. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Da 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 da. Alright, so what's next? We just went back. Now we're going into the chain again. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains. That's going into that double crochet. What does that look like? A runaway knitting needle. That's what it looks like. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay, let's go ahead and chain our 6. Oh! 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. Now, we are going to connect it to the top of the last double crochet. I can tell that this is the half, this taller one is the double, so I'm aiming for here. But if that is a little bit too hard for you to see, again, you're not alone. It might be your yarn, it may not be you, if that makes you feel better to hear. But you're going to want to start here and go 1, actually that's the chain 1 space, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I will tell you, if you get these spots wrong, as long as you're within the vicinity, it's really not going to make the hugest of difference. So don't panic if you're like, oh my god, I can't find the hole. And I realize how that sounded, just let it go. But it's not, like if I were 1 stitch to the right or 1 stitch to the left, it's not going to ruin it. But you're going to yarn over and pull that through right there. I look forward to your lives all week long. Oh, Lorraine! You're so sweet. Like, seriously, that, like, makes me feel all, like, giddy inside. I look forward to doing my lives, and I've been I've been live, a lot on TikTok, so if you're on there, go there, too, because I'm going live, like, almost every day there. I might have to start doing the same thing here, too. We'll see, but, yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun just nerding out with so many different fiber artists, so you can find so much more there. Alright, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've joined it. Now we're going to chain 1. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, followed by a half and 3 singles, all into that chain 6 space. So again, I'm trying to use language that I'm trying to make sure that when I speak, I'm using the language you would hear in a pattern. So hopefully you guys will leave these classes and go, man, I just took Jen's class. She's flipping amazing. I'm ready to take on a pattern. And if you get in over your head, that's what I'm here for. Bring it to me. I'll help you. I'm down, but I want you guys to go and actually try it. So again, chain 1. What did I say? We're doing a half double crochet, right? Nope, I said 5 doubles, 1 half, and 3 singles. So 5 doubles, yarn over into that space. We're going to do pull up 1, pull up 2, pull up 2. That's 1 double. Do that 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fantabulous. Now we've got a half double. Boom. You're going right back in. Pull up 1, pull up 3, and then 3 singles. So just insert the hook, pull up 1, pull up 2, do that 3 times. Yay! Okay, we've got one more, and then we're going to work the opposite side. So this one's going to be the same thing. We're going right back into the chain. Single crochet, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains, going into the double crochet. Alright, let's find our chains. 1, 2, and 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop it like it's hot. 5, 6. Oh my goodness. See, on the other platform, I'm able to have music in the background. I don't know how YouTube treats it, so I try to avoid it. And now you just have me doing fillers, and sometimes I think I'm funnier than I probably am. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? We're looking for the double. So you're looking for that stitch right there, and if you guys are using the count method, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going into the 6th. So find that spot right there, put your hook in there, and then pull that chain through. Boop! Alright, and now we've got a chain 1, followed by a half, 5 doubles, half, 3 single crochets. So, what does that look like? I'm so glad you guys asked. We're going to chain 1 and half. So that's where you're pulling through all 3. And now you're doing the 5 doubles. Yarn over and insert the hook. Up 1, up 2, up 2. And do that 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then go back into a half, and we're doing 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. And in that last chain, we're going to single crochet. Now, you'll notice this pattern doesn't have the opposite side. This is where things get a little wonky because you may not know what to do. I found a video that kind of broke it down a little bit more. I kind of combined 2 patterns for what we're doing. So I will tell you, we're going to do this final single crochet, and then I'm literally going to jump over here and start single crocheting across. So we know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to do 10 single crochets across as we go. So 1 goes into that final chain. For whatever reason, they are not turning, or they are not doing a turning chain when they do these online, and it actually works out really well because it makes this go here, and later on I use those loops to kind of create a tail or a stem to my leaves. So we are going to continue to do it the way that I was finding, and you're going to go right into this chain and do our 10. 1, and if you'll notice, I pulled this to the back. You may want to pull that to the back. It just kind of helps because later on I'll show you how I kind of treat that. So 1, 2, 3, and if you'll notice where I'm pulling up that chain, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yes, I have a little extra on top. I'm going to show you what I do with that. And yes, if you guys are like, oh, it's flaring a little bit or it's cinching a little bit, don't worry. That'll kind of work itself out as we keep going. And also, if you pull some of these stitches out into the leaves more, you just slide them, it'll help shape your leaf just a little bit better. And you'll see that a lot of that got omitted. I'm going to slip stitch in here. Now the funny thing is, like I said, none of this is technically in the pattern. So you might want to make yourself a little note, like we did 10 single crochets across and then we slip stitched in there if you guys are using this after the fact. Otherwise, again, save the link for this class. It's available. I keep all of my classes available to you online. But slip stitch into that top one right there. And then we're going to work the pattern going back. Now this one we're going to work a little bit faster because it's not the first time we've done it. And I want to make sure that you guys can get through it before I end up having to let you all go. So we've just done the 10 single crochets across and we've slip stitched into this. We're going to repeat this pattern, which is a chain 1, single crochet, half double into that spot, followed by a chain 2 and a single crochet into the next one. Oh, ah, sound effects, you get them all. Chain 1, and we're turning. God, I love this. I just love this. These make me so happy inside. Okay, single crochet. Make sure I'm in center so you guys can see where I'm going. We're going to single crochet. So pull up 1, pull up 2 into the same space. You're working that half double. Pull up all 3 and then chain 2, single crochet. Alright, so we've just done all that. We're going to do one more single crochet followed by a chain 3. Thanks guys for loving it. I see it. Oh, I didn't know I could actually see that on here. I'm still getting used to all these software systems. But yes, thank you guys for loving the video or liking the video there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do our little connecty. It's not a slip stitch. You guys can do a slip stitch if you want, but I'm going to connect it to that half double. So do your following single. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Drop the stitch, don't panic. We're looking for the half double, which is before the chain 2 space, or after it if you're looking that way. So it's just to the right of your chain 2 space. And you'll be right in there, and you're just going to pull it through. Okay? Again, we're going to chain 1, 2 halves, 3 singles. Chain 1, 2 halves, and 3 singles. Boop. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's get some more yarn out here. Come on, yarn. Alright, we just did boop-a-da-doo. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the top of that single. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Disconnect, and going into the last single. If you guys are counting, because that's easier for you, hold on, let me double check. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I lied. OMG. Into the 4th. Into the 4th. That's my bad. I lied. It was hiding. So go into that 4th one. And you're just going to, goodness, insert the hook. And you're going to pull that through just like so. Back to the pattern. What do we need to do? Chain 1, half, 5 doubles, half, 3 singles. And I'll totally walk you through that. My daughter is left-handed, so once in a while I hand her things to stitch the mirrored stitches. That's really smart. That's really smart. I wish there was an easier way to teach left-handed, because I hear left-handers, is that the word? Yeah, left-handers. Yeah, that they always struggle with it. I keep trying to convince my husband to do it, but because he's left-handed, but he's like, I'm not crocheting. I've seen you, frog. I'm not crocheting. So chain 1, and we're working a half, which that one is the one where you're pulling through all 3. And then you're working 5 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we've got another half. Pulling through all 3. Southpaws. Oh, that's another channel. Yeah, I think I've come across her before. And she does the left-handed, right? 1. Whoops, I dropped that. Sorry. 2 and 3 single crochets. So there you go. Going back to the pattern. We just did this, so now we're going to work our 2 singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're aiming for the final double crochet on that one. Drink water first. All right, 1. This thing keeps getting in my way. 2, and chain 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're looking for that double, which is going to be right there. If you guys are counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to pull that through. Chain 1. This is the 5 doubles, half, 3 singles. Here we go. 5 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to work that half. That's the one where you're pulling up all 3. And then 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Yay! We're on that last section, guys. Whoop whoop! Okay. single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into that double, and then we'll chain 1 and keep going. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're looking for the double. If you're counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull that through. Ah! There we go. And chain 1. Chain 1. This is a half. 5 doubles. Half. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do a final single crochet. Now I'm already going to tell you, this is where things kind of go a little wonky because I technically have a spot for 2 single crochets. I don't know if it's because I messed up over here or if that happens every time I do it, but I will tell you, we're going to hide it and I'm going to show you how. So first things first, half, 5 doubles, and 2, and 3. I feel like I need to count like Count Dracula, like the 4, 5. Oh, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. And now we're doing half and then 3 singles. So half is where you're pulling through all 3. And 1, 2, and 3. I like lacy crochet. I think my favorites are pineapples and fillet. I tried a pineapple inspired one and it went bad really fast. It was because I was using the wrong yarn, so it definitely was not the pattern. But yes, I have been super into lacy crochet. I actually made these headbands, but now when I try them on, it almost looks like I'm trying to be Amish. It looked too bonnet-like. So then I tried to make it with thread, and I've lost my patience, so it's still sitting on my coffee table telling me to finish it, and I don't know if I will. But yes, I have been into lace lately. In fact, you guys may not be able to see it, but if you go to my channel and in my shorts, the past 2 shorts that I posted are of my lace shawl. And you guys might want to check that out. I just released that pattern, and I am probably going to be teaching it here in class the next few days. But I might have to teach that in a 2-day segment. I don't know if we would get through the whole thing in 1 day. And I don't know if you guys are really open to a project that stretches for 2 classes. I mean, because if that's the case, I could teach y'all how to make this, but it might take 2 classes. Is that something you guys would be down to do? Or is that too much to ask for you guys to put a project down and come back to it in a week? I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know in the chat, because I also have beanies. I can walk you guys through my beanie patterns, but the reality is that one might take like 3 or 4 classes. And I know people do series, but I also like the fact that sometimes if you guys are new here, you get like a whole project in one sitting. So I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know if that's something that you guys care either way, and is that going to bother you? Because if you miss a class and you join in the 2nd or the 3rd class, I would hate for you to feel like you can't get anything out of it, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. People do it all the time, but I digress. We're going to go and double crochet into that. It's technically the last stitch, but it's technically not, because something's off. I probably went into 1 extra stitch on the bottom, but we're just going to throw in another one for that last one just to make it even. And the great news is, even if this causes your leaf to slightly do like a curl, that's okay, because Mother Nature, they do those things all the time. So if anything, you're just making things more realistic. So don't get hung up in all of that. You should have something that looks like this. What we are going to do now is I want to bring this up and do a couple stitches. So you're actually going to work a foundation single crochet. Now, if you're a beginner and you're like, oh my God, what, a foundation, huh? To who now? Don't worry, we're going to go slow, but I want you to try it because it's a great stitch that you can try a lot of, you can start a lot of projects with it. But I'm going to try to bring all of this together. I probably should have brought this over to the center, so what I'm going to do is grab another hook and just quickly bring that in. So if you're in the same boat, you may want to just use your hook and bring the loose strand into the center because you want them to be close together. They are the tails of your bookmarks. So go ahead and do that. Pull everything tight, pick it back up, and we are ready to work our foundation single crochet. And on this one, I'm going to be working right there. Well, I say that, but I also now wish I'm going to back out. Take out that last single crochet, guys. I think this will look way better because I want to keep this coming out the middle. Welcome to freestyling. This is the reality. And so now you're going to go back in as if you're going to single crochet, but this is going to now be your center. So pull, insert the hook. The one that's cut, pull that forward and kind of pin it. All you're doing is weaving this in as you go. So if this is too much for you to handle, you can just discard that or leave it to the side, and I'll show you how to weave it in afterwards. But now you're just going to yarn over, pull up one. This is where you would normally yarn over and pull up two, but we're working a foundation single crochet, not a single crochet. So you've got to chain, and then we're going to finish. But remember, we're bringing this in as we go. So fold this over. It's just going to zigzag back and forth, and that's just because we're weaving it in. We're weaving it in as we go. Yarn over, pull through the two. Insert the hook back into the base of that stitch. Okay, I know that's kind of hard to see, especially in these darker colors, so let me make sure while the light's really good. You're looking for this, and you're grabbing both. So insert your hook, boom. I'm going to pull this back over because I want to keep weaving it in. So you're going to yarn over and pull up one. You're going to chain. Fold this over again. Yarn over and pull through both loops on hook. Okay, hopefully that worked. I know it's a little wonky. I can see your pink piece stitched in front of your t-shirt. Wait, what? Which t-shirt? That one? Are you talking about that? Are you talking about that? I don't know. You'll have to let me know. I've got a ton. I've got a ton. Okay, so if you've made it that far, here's how I finish it. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to cut it. And then we're just going to take both strands and pull them through. And I pull them all the way through, and now you should be able to pull it tight. One of them is going to cinch it back up. So if you pull that one too tight, just stretch it back out. Nothing's wrong there. And now you've got your incredible bookmark. Yay! How did everyone do? Is everyone have something that looks similar? I really hope so. And guys, if you have made it this far, please in the comments let me know what book you're reading right now. I am currently reading a James Patterson one. I have been on the murder mystery book series for like ever because I go through spurts of reading and then I'll put it down for months. I think I'm in the 6th one now, and he has like 18 books. But yeah, in the chat, let me know, guys. I'd love to know what books you guys are reading, and are you going to keep it as a bookmark, or do you think you're going to attach it to a chopstick and make it a little piece of decor and whatnot? But that is it. That is your Monstera leaf, and don't forget, try it with some other yarns. So I did it also with this variegated yarn. Unfortunately, this yarn is no longer available. It is, but it's a long story. Like, you have to like go through like dark alleys or something like that in order to get it. So I don't know, but if you are interested in a yarn like this, I have found about 3 or 4 very good extra alternative yarns, so you can do this. Hit me up, send me an email, or if you're on my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or one of those other ones, feel free to send me a direct message, and I'll totally send you the ones that I have. Sphinx by Robin Cook, an old book. Ooh, nice one, Jen. What category is that? I am super into like the courtroom dramas or the crimes, so I've been super into that. But I know historical fiction and things, I think those would be dope. But I love it. I love it. Good for you, Jen. So yeah, there's your Monstera Leaf. What's in the books for next week? So like I said, guys, if you guys want, maybe you can let me know in the chat. We can start doing this one. This would probably be a 2-class session. I am more than happy to teach this next week, and it would take 2 weeks. Or we can start shifting towards beanies. That one would probably take about 3 to 4 classes, depending on how fast we're able to navigate through it, just because there's a lot of stitching, and the brims that I teach are really, really, they're intense. So, and they can take a lot of stitching and stuff like that. Let's see, suspense and with historical fiction in it. Yes! Lorraine, I opened a cookbook the other day. Lorraine, you're doing better than I am, because I don't know when the last time I've opened a cookbook is. I usually just YouTube something, and my poor husband and my child just end up being the guinea pigs on all of that. Oh my god, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Okay, well, if you guys need one more chance to take a screenshot of this so you guys can practice, don't forget to save the link. Let me know in the chat if you guys think I should stick with single project classes, or if you guys want to actually learn how to do like the pothos or the pothos, or however you say the dang plant. If you guys want to learn that, or if you guys want to switch to some beanies or maybe even some shawls. I am going to be working on this pattern, so if that is something you are in the market for, stay tuned to my Etsy channel, because once I do get this tried and tested, I will be releasing that. And I have an event in Auburn this weekend, so if you guys are in Northern California, feel free to check us out and come in by and check out all the things. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys here next week. I do have next week's class on the schedule, even though I don't know what it is, so it is going to be same time, same place, Thursday, 2 o'clock. Pacific Standard Time, because we are in California, and so I am in Pacific Standard Time. Spread the love, share, subscribe, like the video, do all the things, and don't forget your free crochet tool in the description. Download it, print it, it will help you guys out. Otherwise, I will see you next week, and don't forget to check me out on the other platforms if you guys want to see more live. Guys, I love you so much. It's been so real. I love seeing you. Thank you. Hi, Amy. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys made the, did you succeed? Did you make it? Hopefully your lizards don't try to eat it, Amy. That would be funny. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you next week. Oh, I miss you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll see you guys next week.